today. Just takes a minute to figure out to make the mix. Okay. All right. I think I'm going to try to start setting up the back.
All right, so down here. Okay, that's very slow.
Well, we need to get Tier 1 and Tier 2 all the worst coming.
So I've got down here jet turbines, housings for both. I need to duck shove more crystal down here. Ore smelters, full hopper. Mark II energy lasers, full hopper. I don't remember which one you need alloyed upgrade modules to upgrade, but one of I think it's stocking ports. You've got the upgrade modules here, so you can make bulk ones of those in your inventory. And we've got the ore extractors, alloyed blocks, and the tier 2 mats ready. So I showed you where that was, right?
Sure, I'm finding. I think it's above.
Yeah, it's mining floor 1 in the upper section. Is there anything you want me to make in the meantime while you're getting started? Even if it's handcrafting.
We just need to get.
Okay.
Get.
How are you off for stocking ports and manufacturing ports? Or do you need more?
50 stocking ports. I have 2 output ports. I don't know if I have any manufacturing.
Alright, so obviously I need to make you a bunch of them. So I will work on that, getting you a bunch of ports again. Because you will need them.
We can make the tier 1 stuff.
We can make the tier 2 stuff.
Well, yeah, but the thing is I can have it start making tier 1 stuff.
Yes.
And
then, yeah.
Because I need to have tier 1 stuff anyway.
So how many stocking ports did you say you had?
I have 50. It's 50 Mark II stocking.
Right.
Like, honestly, if we can have the Mark II stocking ports, or go straight to Mark II stuff, it's better for us. But
I mean, I can make you a batch of bulk ones. I mean,
well, the output ports are the more important ones. I have 50 stocking ports. The output ports are going to be a problem sooner rather than later.
well, I plan to make those first, but yeah, the output ports, unfortunately, bulk one I can't do. As we need Mark III power boosters, we need a good supply of resin, and we need advanced machine blocks. None of which are unattainable, because none of which we have a good source of right now. I've attempted to fix the lift many times. I take it you're having a moment of how it has stuff in it.
No. I was was trying to fit you your stuck or stocking.
Right, I've got headphones on. That'll make my life easier. Alright, say that again.
It's your lift that does it.
Yeah. No, I saw you going sort of around there. I was like, did I forget to explain it? Because I've done that. I'm really good at not explaining things.
Coming down, I'm gonna set that copper up real quick. And then if we have tin down here someplace, we get tin set up too.
Yes, I'm definitely interested in both these materials. Try that again. I'm definitely interested in having both of those materials available down here. Absolutely. No reason whatsoever. Excuse me while I check out the smelters again. You're fine. And you're fine.
So, in other news, I was playing Backpack Hero yesterday, and basically seeing how many of the different challenges I could do, and I've almost got the hard Mark III challenge done.
They're all working.
And that one's hard because you only get to choose. I think it's one or two items per box. Like you don't get very many items, and then it's super limited on how much stuff is. It only like drops 3 items, and it's all garbage. And then you only start with like 20 hit points. Oh, it's such a mess.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's bad. But I beat the no experience challenge. I was happy about that.
Alright, I gotta head back upstairs and get more copper wire. I've run out.
Yeah, how you doing this morning, my friend? As a host, I was like, well, my lights turn blue. True. Nachos and face is great. I was literally so anxious. It's not funny. First time in bronchitis games that I've had. Oh, that sucks, dude. Yeah, I was in Game Hunters last night. I think I heard you come in and yeah. I
Sorry,
always try
terrible
to
joke. Bronchitis sucks.
bronchitis is not the not optimal. That is for sure.
Yeah, admittedly, I've missed a bit that was happening in the Discord. Migraines and work, and so, sorry, Six, I didn't know you were gone. I'm glad you're back.
I don't think. Oh, it's we're starting that already. Oh, we're already starting that. Okay. It'll be a morning beat. They're already attacking the base. Oh wow,
oh,
that's not good. Um, what's our threat at right now?
I am running across the surface right now. Using a jetpack. Take it that was the CPH taking damage?
No, that was the CPH blowing the hell up.
Oh. We have less than 6 minutes till we get attacked again. Where's the threat scanner? I'll check the Lego order in a minute, 6, and see if there's had an update yet. Oh, I have no world. I moved too quickly.
This sucks, dude. Yeah.
What? Not 6 what? Threat scanner what? Okay, I'm gonna make a normal threat scanner and place it down just to be sure. Yeah, trips to the ER are not fun. I'm glad I haven't had another one of those this year myself. I'm very glad I haven't had another one of
I
those
have
this year.
lots of trips to the ER.
You haven't had a good year though.
Well, I haven't. Well, I haven't been to an ER in a while. but my dad spent a lot of time in the ER last year. And then in my childhood, I have spent a lot of time in ERs. We joke that us kids spent so much time in the ER that my mom just got a job as a nurse so she could just get paid for the time she was there. Which isn't entirely untrue.
I'm currently investigating what is going on at the CPH. South Rec said it was 800.
Yeah, well, our threat wasn't 800 because it was
the batteries are flat.
The battery's flat?
Yeah, they're recharging now.
Now that's what I call high quality H2O.
And the water's already. Double. What now? I just look behind me, and you're like, "Oh, maybe it's time for dog ammo."
Dog ammo.
Where's your brother at? Yeah. So weird. Well, they appreciate it. So, just in case anybody's wondering why me and Pete aren't playing the new Saints Row this morning.
Oh boy, we want to start on this already.
You obviously... Oh no, I am going to start on that every chance I get because the people need to be warned, Pete.
Yeah, fair enough. It's a piece of shit game that really
pissed.
shouldn't have been released.
I was gonna say if you are wondering why we're not playing that game, you obviously didn't watch the stream yesterday. And unless you just want to watch me get extremely frustrated and upset, I'm so mad about that game, Pete. I didn't even upload the VOD to YouTube.
Now, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't want to advertise having anything to do with that piece of shit either.
And like I was thinking about.
Oh, 6. Oh, let me summarize. Remember how Fallout 76 came out and everyone thought it was a horrific game at launch because of how bad it was? And then when Cyberpunk 2077 came out, we realized, holy shit, Fallout 76 was a really great launch, and there was nothing wrong with it?
Well, I wouldn't say nothing wrong. It just made it look like they had done a good job.
Well, let's just say that without even trying, Cyberpunk 2077 now looks like an amazing game launch compared to Saints Row.
So the multiplayer that was advertised as a feature it was advertised as a central point part of the game. Does not at all. We tried for 3 hours trying to get the game to work. The physics are completely broken. I've never seen a game that depends on physics that much that has been broken that bad. Like it just, and I think the best way to describe it was, imagine you were gonna try to build Grand Theft Auto 5 so that your 5-year-old nephew could play it, because he really wanted to play Grand Theft Auto 5, and you wanted to have something a little bit easier that you know, an easier game that he could play, and that that wasn't as violent looking, and just generally, just generally wasn't, that sounds like a good plan. And then when you're like, oh, well, let's, Saints Row has always been a little cartoony. Let's make it a little cartoony. So let's talk to the 5-year-old nephew and get all the drawings that he's made of cars and weapons and everything, and let's use those as drawings. And then let's ask the 5-year-old nephew how gravity and physics work, and incorporate that into the game engine. And yeah, like the cars, like, don't get me wrong, it's not a racing game, it's not a driving game, like it's an open world game, right? But the cars should feel right. Like it should work. And it's just a mess. Yeah, it doesn't feel right. And then on top of that, the story is like, I didn't even get that far into the story, and like, I don't want to be like, oh, it's a horrible story. The story's just meh. It doesn't know if it wants to be like, it doesn't, like, if it just were to tell Saints Row from a millennial point of view, I don't even want to say millennial point of view or Zoomer or whatever, like freaking all these terms we have for generations. It doesn't know if it wants to tell. It's like there was two groups of developers. It had, like, there was a very young, like 20-something group of developers that wrote half the story, or wrote the story, the main story for the main characters. And then there was a bunch of old people that, and me being an old person, wrote the story dealing with the gangs and the bad people in the game, right? So you have the story functioning around the main protagonist as, life is so hard for these guys, and they're having to start a gang to pay rent, and they can't afford a waffle maker, and their student loans are killing them, and all this other stuff. And then you go, and like, the gang is just this over the top version of that exact same character, but now they're making fun of them. Like, so weird. It was just didn't make sense. And it was just like, what in the holy hell is going on with this? Like, it didn't make sense, and Like the story just didn't feel like it was put together correctly, and like I'm fine with them rebooting it and trying to tell a new story. I'm fine with a new story. Okay, and I didn't like I can handle the story, but just tell me one story. Don't tell me 10 stories. Like this comes from a guy that I'm okay with Star Trek Discovery. Like I watch Star Trek Discovery and I'm like, okay, they get a little whiny for me sometimes, but for the most part, I'm okay. It's more Star Trek story. I'm okay with it. I like the new Star Trek movies. I know, crazy talk. You know, like I'm okay. Like I haven't seen Pike. I know a lot of people have been talking about Strange New Worlds. I just haven't had time to see it yet. And like so, some of the stuff like I'm okay with, and like that one is just too much. It's just like that story is just like it doesn't have a. I don't know. It's the soul isn't there, right? And that's really the thing with Saints Row. It's like like those characters did horrible things. Like they were robbing banks and killing people and just straight murdering people, and it was this poking fun at celebrities and stuff like that, and it was just a mess. And I love that game, but it never took itself seriously, and now it's trying to bring a political message across. And Picard's not bad. The problem with Picard isn't. So the problem with Picard is member berries. It's basically they're bringing Picard back, and they're bringing 7 of 9 back, and the next season of Picard brings back the entire next generation. They brought back Riker and Troy, and they're basically trying to sell Picard by going, oh hey, remember all these beloved characters that you used to love? Well, we're going to bring them back so that you can come, it's member berries. And that's the problem with Picard. That's the reason I have a problem with Picard, is because they're too afraid to let Picard stand on its own. And don't get me wrong, Patrick Stewart, he's just the man's getting old, and he's not the young guy that he used to be, and and it's hard, man. Like, don't get me wrong, like I'm getting old too. It gets harder and harder to get up and go do things, and so I can't be like, oh, I probably just fallen down for the goddamn camo bot.
I'll be honest. I've seen all the seasons of Picard, because as far as I'm aware, it's finished now.
No, I think there's a new one coming. They've been advertising a new one, but yeah, go ahead.
The last season's the one with Q.
Yeah, and that Q is bad.
Right. As far as I know, though, it finished with that season.
I want to say they're supposed to be bringing another one out, because they had another one that had unless they brought back everybody in that season. I would love to be like, oh yeah, I watched it, but I didn't watch all of it.
Let me check to make sure there hasn't been a surprise another season that I haven't seen.
Well, I don't think that's out.
No, there was a third season. Alright.
Because I saw advertisements that basically had all of Deep Space Nine. The real problem with Star Trek is that they're not trying to reboot, right? Saints Row came out as a flat reboot, and they basically said, "Hey, this is we're starting over. We're wiping the slate clean. We're starting over." And I'm okay with that. Like they come out, they set expectations, and they said what they were going to do. But with Star Trek, it's almost like they're upset with their past, and they don't want the past to be the same or be, they don't want to reference it. It's like Ghostbusters. It's this whole new thing in Hollywood where, in order to make apologies for past movies, like, I'm sorry, people have done some horrible things in the world, and I'm not saying that anything that we did in the past was okay, but there's a difference of what's acceptable in the past and what's acceptable today. Now, there's some things that you've done in the past that just aren't acceptable. Like, that's not right, but if culture has changed and stuff has changed, and just because something like, and I live in the South, and please don't get me wrong, like, slavery was the whole garbage, was bad. The American Civil War, the whole reason for that was a horrible, horrible thing. But I do not believe we should be going around and destroying the statues and all the stuff from our past that relates or points back to that. I don't believe we should celebrate it, but we should not forget it. Because when you forget things like that, shit like that repeats. And it was a horrible time in our history. So I don't think that we should be going back and celebrating, the men in Hollywood treating women horrible and stuff like that. But we need to remember that shit, and we need to make sure that we talk about it and we say, look, this was unacceptable. But you also have to find some point where people can move forward. Yeah, I don't know what that looks like or how we fix that problem. But at the same time, like, you can't, like, I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I don't want to celebrate it because that shit was bad. That, we treated people horribly, and it's that is not the way you treat people. And I don't know what the answer is, but going around and just ripping things out, and maybe that is the answer. Maybe going around ripping things out is the answer, and then we replace it with a better statues doing that. But like, I don't want to be like, oh, let's put statues of an African American person being taken advantage of. Like, that's not a good statue to build. That's a horrible thing to build. But at the same time, it needs to be, because as soon as you do that, then you're gonna have people that are gonna be celebrating that statue for the wrong reason, because there's some messed up people in the damn world. But the problem is Hollywood seems to trying to say that they're trying to make it amends and atonement for it, but they're, you know, but the way they're doing it is going, oh well, we'll just make a show that makes it, you know, different. Well, you didn't actually change anything, you bunch of jerks. All you did is you're just trying to capitalize on it. Like, you're just trying. All you've done is go, oh hey, look, this was bad in the past, and now we made a movie about it, made money off of it, which is the exact same thing you did in the past, because that was the common culture allowed you to do it. So if you just made pictures, you throw your hands up and go, well, that's what culture allowed us to do, it's okay, and then you just keep making money off of it. Like, I have the same problem with like LGBTQ programs and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, like I believe awareness to stuff like that is important, because if not, like, I have friends that have, like, I have LGBTQ friends that lived in Utah, or that lived, they still live in Utah, and that shit's hard, man, because that culture is unfreaking forgiving. Don't even get me started on those freaking. Oh. Oh, it's a day already. But yeah, it's a mess, man. People just think that they can. Like, I'm sorry, nothing as gives me a right to treat another human as less than human. Like, nothing makes my rights more important than somebody else's, right? And it's not like, I'm not saying that somebody else's rights should be more important than mine, because they're not. Like, all of our rights are the same, and a lot of times people forget that, and they think that their rights are more important because, for whatever damn reason. But that's not how it works, my friends. That is not how rights work. And then but that's the issue, is that you have people that they confuse awareness with what, you know, I don't know. I don't want to say, you know, because I'm going to end up saying something that'll get me in trouble. But, like, I'm not saying that, you know, somebody that's LGBTQ is less important, but at the same right, me as just a regular white dude, I'm just as important as anybody else. Like, yeah, the argument right now is that, well, yeah, we need awareness and we need to talk about this. And yes, we need to talk about it. But nobody should be getting preferential treatment. I guess is what I'm saying. Is we should all be treated equally. And the problem is we're not. That's the real issue, is that we're not being treated. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. And that's the problem, is there is no minority anymore. Like, everybody wants to scream about minority. Like, everybody's a minority now. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm marginalized and my life's been horrible. No, I'm very fortunate. The whole, you know, lottery, you know, I did okay with, because, you know, I'm a white dude. So it's really easy for me to set my little chair here and say, oh, life is so hard. No, dude, my life isn't hard. Like, I sit around, I go to work, I work as an IT professional, I sit around in the airport, I go and fix computers, I do something that I love, I come home, I play on the video games. Like, my life is not hard. I just wish everybody could be treated well, free. And that's the problem is more people don't treat people like private. That's the issue. Because if everybody treated each other with respect and kindness, we wouldn't have these problems. But here we are. All right. Here we are. And that's really the ultimate issue. Oh yeah, the lack of sleep makes you not want to. Your level of cooperation with anybody goes up with that. Like, I'm perfectly fine. I'll treat you like a human until you start treating me badly, and then we're not going to be friends.
Yeah,
I don't care who you were. What's that?
I'm definitely guilty of that one.
Yeah. You want to start being inconsiderate of people and start thinking that you're more important than others and shoving your weight around and stuff. Yeah, I don't give a shit what color your skin is or what sex you are. You and me ain't gonna be friends. Like, you don't get to treat other people rudely and then be like, oh well, but I was treated bad yesterday. Well, that's fine. I'm glad you were treated bad yesterday. But now this person's been treated bad today, and guess what? Now they're going to treat somebody bad tomorrow. Like, so good job.
I'm working on manufacturer and sports view. I've got a bunch in my inventory. I'm just getting the last couple of bits together.
I need elevator. Can we make elevators right now?
Oh, as in cargo lifts, or?
Yeah. Well, I need a.
You need the lift or the lift?
I need the 9 of them for copper,
Okay,
and then I'm gonna need a lift for it.
All right, I'll make you a lift and a lift. Give me just a second.
And
how about I make you a lift and a lift for both tin and copper? That
do,
way I can.
Do
make
we
sure
have
you
the
got a
floor
lift both.
built? The mining floor 2 built yet?
I don't know. For which one?
The actual floor for mining too.
Oh, no, I haven't gone down there. I've been ignoring it because I wanted the magma caverns to settle, and I'll head down in a minute once I've done this. Now I just gotta craft the lifts when I find them.
Yeah, I just need to know whether or not, because we're only going to we're not going to 12. Are we only going to 900?
I think it was 900 or 1,000, but I stopped it short because of the magma caverns and the fact that I've got to go do surgery down there if we want to go any deeper.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a weekend in leaving the server alone to settle, with auto pause off, because otherwise it ain't gonna. Alright, I've got that sorted. You'll have 50 Mark II manufacturers. I'm just working on putting together the output ports.
Keep it blue. Yeah, did you use oh, you must use the blue for 10 minutes? Yeah. I think it keeps it blue for 10 minutes. There's another one if you have a buttload of points, you can think you can redeem it's there's a I can't remember how many points it is. It's a lot of points. But it basically changes the so are we gonna build at 9:15 for the second one?
I think so. I'll need to. Okay, well, pretty much what it boils down to is if we want to go deeper, I have to spend time sealing and prepping the magma cavern. Because it has a giant hole that the lava's falling through at the moment, and that's just gonna stall the server out.
Yeah, we can start where we are now at 9:50, and if we need to go further, we can.
Yeah, that's it's a lot of work. Man, these iron gears are really slowing me down. I'm up to 34 more Mark II output ports. I'm trying to have more. But yeah, the gears really grinds my gears. Okay, 39. I'm at server
Hey.
motors.
You get to go buy a new phone, I think.
She is happily curled up to my left on her recliner. She is much happier. Back to eating solid foods and biscuits. Happier than she's been in a few years. It's amazing the difference it makes when you have a vet actually tell you what's wrong with your cat. I want to clarify for anyone who's heard that and thought, something else. I've gone to the vet many times over the last few years with her, and unfortunately we found out recently the vet we were seeing was incompetent.
Yeah.
So, never getting the right, diagnosis meant I never unfortunately took her for the right care.
Yeah, this is my newest problem. I don't know if it shows up. But it looks like I dropped my phone. It looks like I dropped my phone right on that corner. Until you see the side of it. That's the inside of my phone where the battery is expanding.
Ooh, yeah, you need to replace that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a new phone today.
Probably a good idea.
I'm gonna go in and yell at them because that's the second LG phone that I've had that's done that.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I have 50 manufacturer Mark IIs, 50 output Mark IIs, 16 mass storage stocking ports of the bulk variety.
So I think I'm finally gonna break down Pete and just buy a damn Pixel. I've actually wanted one for a while.
You're gonna buy a first party phone?
I have a first party phone now. Well, not really a first party. I have an LG. The LG was the best or the closest I could get at the time. Because I was, to be honest, the new new Samsung phone, the new Note that Samsung has come out with, I was slightly tempted by. And
Yeah, I'd never
then,
buy a Samsung Note.
and then I remembered that it's a Samsung, and I hate them.
I just wouldn't buy a Samsung Note because I like to keep my extremities intact and not on fire.
Yeah, well, they have the new one that it opens, so it's this big. But then the problem is that the screen resolutions on the front, because it's got 3 screens on it. It's got a screen in the front, and then it opens that has 2 screens in the middle that fold into one. But then the problem is all 3 screens got weird resolutions on them. So then you end up in this weird problem.
I am on my way down with bits for you. Where are you? There you are. You, sir, I have things for you. I have...
Yeah, well, that's what the problem is with this one is my battery's swelling. And if anything happens where
these.
I've now got too much garbage in my inventory.
I'll throw the garbage at me. Anything you need shredded, I'll deal with. If you need stuff shredded, throw it at me. I'll deal with it.
So the battery's swelling. If anything punctures that battery, it's literally a ticking time bomb. Yeah. So I've been very, very, very careful with it. It's just like I noticed it a couple of days ago. I'm just sitting at home and just being real careful with it. Basically waiting until payday so I can go fix the problem. Because it's going to cost me several $100s to fix it. But yeah, I've wanted a Pixel for a while, and originally Pixels weren't. You couldn't get a Pixel with T-Mobile. So I had to. Yeah. So T-Mobile didn't have Pixels, and I wanted a Pixel, and then they come out with Pixel 3, I think. Which is funny because I have an actual Pixel 3 sitting on my desk, but I can't use that one. I just can't. It was my dad's, and it's too much. I don't want copper pipes.
Speaking of phones, I intend to buy somebody here a tablet or at least some sort of Android device, or maybe an iPad. Haven't decided, for his Christmas, because game, don't fucking do that. I think a few of the segments just loaded from backup. Because I came up and part of the platform was missing.
Oh, good.
And then it loaded in. And I don't mean like, that segment hadn't loaded. I mean, it was there. It was regenerated. Then the backup loaded.
Thanks. But yeah, so anyway, so I wanted a Pixel for a while. I think T-Mobile came out with Pixel 3, but at the time, like I had just bought my LG G8 because that was the closest thing I could get to a Pixel at T-Mobile. And then I used it for like almost 2 years, and then its battery swole, and I had to have it warranty replaced. And then I've had this one, and then at that point I'm like, well, I'm not going to go buy a Pixel 3 brand new when I just got a brand new LG G8 again. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just wait on that. And then now I guess the Pixel 6 Pro just came out. So I may be going to get one of those today. Which is great, because now I got to go find a new case.
What is that Lego like?
Have copper suit. Say hell, dude! I got an LG G6 sitting right here. I just have old phones sitting on my desk. Whenever I go buy a new phone, they're like, "Oh, you can trade your old phone in, and we'll give you a discount." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's great. How much are you gonna give me for my old phone?" They're like, "Oh, $50." I'm like, "No, thanks. I'll leave it on my desk." And then I just leave it on my desk, and then like that way, if somebody's like, "Oh, hey, my phone broke," I'm like, "Oh, look, here's a phone." Like I would rather give a phone to a friend than sell a phone to a corporation for freaking $50. Like I paid $1,000 for that damn phone. You're gonna give me $50 for it so you can sell it or give it to somebody else for their warranty repair? Screw it off.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
and
the
then this
reason I
one,
wanted-
and you can't see it, but so on the back of the glass right here, there's a crack through this piece of glass, and they wouldn't even accept it because there was a crack through the glass on the back, and it was damaged.
Yeah, the reason I want to
seriously.
get him a. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I want to get him. The reason I want to get him a phone is because, well, for example, whenever he needs help with tech stuff, having to borrow, the other phone to show something on camera is a pain in the ass, and because there's only one phone in the house, that phone has all the package tracking apps whenever they need to track a package. And it's, it can get, problematic. So I thought, well, screw it. If I just, for Christmas, get him a cheap phone, something that does the
Justify
job.
nothing to me.
Sorry?
You ain't got to justify nothing to me.
I know that, but like I was thinking, it would be useful for him, and well, so I figured, that would be his Christmas present. I still don't have a tracking number, by the way, Six, for the second part of the Lego order. So when I know, you'll know. Yeah, I've realized that, Six, and yeah, I don't know, like it. My mates and I have always just gone, oh hey, I'll pick that up and throw it at Pete, or hey, I'll buy that and chuck it to Gav, he'd like it.
So,
And I mean, Plum and I sort of do the same thing for games, a little bit, and so it's
and
never been something that's been, you know.
well, here's my take on that, Six, too. So I've been running my channel for 7 years now, and especially with Pete, right? It's hard for me to go to Pete and be like, "Hey, Pete, I want to go play Saints Row," which was a phenomenal choice, by the way. I highly, I can't even jokingly say it. It's that bad.
I know.
So hey, I want to go try the new Saints Row game out. I think it's going to be okay. I want to check it out. I want to try it for the stream. I want to try the co-op out. And Pete's like, well, I've got, life happens, and I can't go do that. I'm like, well, it's very important for me for Pete to be able to come play, and more importantly, Pete does so much stuff for us that, like, I have no problem throwing a game or something at Pete every once in a while. And the reason for that is simply because Pete helps supports the channel. Like, Pete supports my channel and supports me more than my family does. So the money, I just take the money that I would have normally given to my brother to buy him games for, because he doesn't come play with me. So instead of buying my brother games, I just give those games to Pete instead. Because I get a better return on my investment. So, and then the other side is with like Six or somebody like that, like, you have to think too that people don't do stuff truly selflessness out of their own, right? There's some reason for them to do it, whether just to see you happy or trying to whatever it is. And as a streamer, I try not to take advantage of that, but and I'm not saying you do either. But people will help you where they see help, because I've seen streamers that take advantage of it. Like I've seen people that, because we're in a position of power, whether you want to admit it or not, being a streamer and being on Twitch and stuff like that, you're in a position of power to take advantage of people. There's a big difference between taking advantage of people. And I won't say his name, but Pete knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm just like, what the holy hell going on with this for a kid? And I'm not even going to get into the streamers who are using their assets to pull money out of people.
No, you don't.
You don't.
You
He was in our community. It was part of a community that I was trying to break into, and then actually a community I broke into, and then I pulled the ripcord and set C4 on all the bridges, and called it good.
Yeah. That game was a disappointment. Getting a lot of that lately. Games being a disappointment.
I'm still hopeful at some point Dual Universe pulls their head out of their ass.
Yeah, I doubt it. You know what game hasn't been a disappointment?
Backpack Hero? Holy crap, dude, that game. So if anybody doesn't know, so what I've been doing, once again, Pete helping me and supporting my channel and my craziness, helped me set OBS up, made OBS where I could only have it record my game that I'm playing. So good. It is. It is so good. Oh, here, let me go find it. So I made a new text channel in my Discord for Backpack Hero, and I made a playlist on the YouTubes. So that's so all the weird like loops and the different ways I have to try to get things going. Right now they're mostly just for CR8 or crate. So but it's loops, like basically infinite loops. So that once you get it set up, he'll just push a button and he just murders everything in sight. So I did I've been doing the challenges. I'm up to like hard challenge 3 or hard mode challenge 3 right now. It's so hard, but I'm just having to pull like all the cheats I can out, trying to get it to work. Yeah. But the infinite loops in Loop Hero are kind of hard to pull off. It takes a lot of work to get an infinite loop in Loop Hero. This one with Crate, it's a lot easier. But I did that. I've been uploading all the VODs from this to YouTube. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube at some point, please just come hang out on Twitch. Come hang out with us for a little bit. If you're really upset about Twitch and you refuse to come watch it, that's fine too. Or if it's just at a weird time, because I stream at a weird time, you guys are more than welcome to keep doing what you're doing. But yeah, so the Twitch channel is the Twitch channel is the Twitch channel. I think I'm up to 21 subs on Twitch now. No worries, man. Workers are always welcome. Yeah, how far back did we have? That's over. Yeah. So if you want 6, you can go. If you're just bored later, and you do want to watch them, I upload them to YouTube. I started doing that back when we started doing Dual Universe. So when I had started trying to play Dual Universe, I started uploading the VODs to YouTube. You can go see those. And honestly, the problem is I need people to go watch that because like I need 100 subs on there to begin with before I can even get set up my damn name on there. Here, let me tell you right now. For the most part, our communities, and from what I've seen in your community, my community is great. Just let them know that you're not feeling well. Go take care of your health, man. Like you seriously go worry about getting better. Like I was.
And if need be, I can do a Discord stream of like Hard Space to keep XLG entertained.
Yeah. Yeah, in 6, like I will probably be streaming Backpack Hero later, either on Discord, most likely in mine. My Discord's not really set up for me to do that, and I don't do it. I don't have anybody show up, but I don't want to go into somebody else's Discord and start streaming either, not without prior permission. But
I'm pretty sure 6 won't have a problem with it.
well, yeah,
God,
but the
I
problem
do it
is
all the time anyway.
I don't want to. I'm
I
very
know.
conscious. I know I have a very strong personality, and I know couch is open. Is there for that? Okay. Yeah, but the problem is I don't want to go into somebody else's community and not know and just buffalo. Like, I don't go into other people's Discords and even advertise that I'm streaming, which I probably should. If I let Pete do it, I'm sure I would probably have more people. But one of these days,
probably.
I'm gonna have to stop being hard-headed and either allow Pete to do it or just tell Pete that he's allowed to do it if he doesn't tell me about it. Because I really need to. I'm debating on. I think I'm gonna piggyback off of this and start setting smelting up over here. So you already have this nice thing set up.
Well, feel free to correct any of the rails and break off and make it sane, because yeah, it's a bit of a mess there. You may have to correct some of the rails.
No, I'm just gonna tag on to the very end of it here. Just build them out.
Yep, take it easy, man. Feel better.
Oh no, yeah, go take care of yourself. And thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it myself. Yeah, it's like I said, I don't know. I need to do something. Like, I was hoping to start seeing growth, because I actually saw some growth from Dual Universe, like breaking into a new community, and I was hoping that by the time that it releases in 3 days, that
3 days?
Oh yeah, did you not see that?
No, I have stayed as far away from that fucking game.
Oh no, wait,
can.
no, I'm sorry, it's a month. I think it's September 27th. I think is when it releases. So September 20th, the servers go down, and they wipe it for a week. And then once they wipe it, then it comes back up. So it's going full sin in upland. Just like what? Like, dude, that game is not even remotely close to being ready. Like,
that's gonna crash and burn pretty quickly.
Yeah, well, the problem is their investors want their money back, and they're trying to figure out how to get money back as fast as they can. And instead of the dev team saying, "Hey, yeah, this is a problem," they're just but we knew that was going to happen as soon as that stuff come out about the schematics. As soon as they said, "We don't have time to put this through the testing." The PTR, we have to go live. I was like, that's it. That's the nail right there. That is the straw that broke the camel's back. But yeah, I was just like, wow. I was like,
Well, you know.
it's and they have nobody to blame but themselves. Like it's and like the funny part is we can all see it. We can all see that this is a problem, that this is a bad plan. And that's my biggest problem is it's not that the devs aren't listening to me. It's that the devs aren't listening to the community. When the entire community comes out and screams, this is a bad plan, don't do it. And then you basically just ignore it. It reminds me too much of Congress. I don't want to deal with it. R2 power, R2 power boost. Damn herbivore thing.
Yeah.
Goddamn
I
cancer.
need to start. I need to start destroying plants. I need to go around and grab a couple of each plant, put in a box, and then just nuke them. Just right now, I'm working on a different problem. One that involves being 900 meters below surface. I've got the first of many lights set up. I'm just gotta run around and get them all up and running.
Figure out how we're gonna power all this stuff.
Should have the stuff to make the refineries and jet turbines. So you could go biomass?
I think probably is a good point. Sorry. Yeah. Oh no, charged lithium's down there.
Yeah, we haven't got lithium up and running yet.
But yeah, so I haven't decided whether to try to maybe stream this afternoon. Just actual stream. I might just do that. Just actually stream Backpack Hero this afternoon. Or to go with Discord. Discord is a lot more laid back and like it's easier and people can come in and hang out, but nobody's coming in to hang out, so it's really boring really quickly. Because it's kind of one of those things. I was trying to do that so that people can come in and kind of because then everybody can, if you want to join voice, you can, and you can talk and ask questions. Especially with that one, Backpack Hero is a lot more interactive game. There's a lot more questions to ask. But that will probably be later tonight. I'll actually, oh shit, I forgot. I need to go get my phone figured out. So that may be, we'll see how that goes. All right.
Yeah, but I need to get more things. Didn't make enough stuff. What's up?
I'm trying to remember where the lithium.
Go to the side with 3 little rooms on it, and it's the middle room. Yeah, you just grab nickel bars.
I didn't grab anything.
Okay, I thought it looked like you grabbed the bars. That one is not it. Right, I'm looking at stream delay. Never mind. Yeah, so yeah, I think you're on the right direction now. Should be at the back of the room. Stream delay makes trying to navigate people really hard.
Yeah, it can be complicated. Probably need to get lithium there first.
So I've got that hooked into the mass storage, so that'll keep making charge coils.
Yeah, well, the problem is I need to get lithium up there so I can start making charge coils up there sooner rather than later. Because the sooner we can make charge coils up there, the better off we are.
Oh, god fucking damn it.
As soon as I can get the charge coils up, it's freaking useless, man, I'm telling you. I need to make I think I'm going to go with the same smelting setup I had. I think that was a pretty good smelting setup. The last world is nice and compact.
Just make sure that you integrate some way of feeding external power into it.
Well, I think what I'm going to do is set them far enough apart to put jet turbines.
Okay.
Which is going to be slight overkill.
So what you're saying is we also need to get logistics falcons up and running so that we can start the more stable power network.
Do I have biomass up here yet?
No. We don't have a lift for it. We haven't actually found... Okay, Okay, we have found some of it, but
Right.
not enough to, warrant hooking up to it properly. We have a hand wavy node of about 5 blocks that I'm abusing. So that we can, have plastic. What was I gonna make?
Do I need a special Falcor to start picking up these things?
What, the plants?
Yeah.
Herbivores. Herbivores remove plants. Falcors pick up items from beacons. Logistics Falcors pick up from beacons on hoppers. I was going to do the herbivores as soon as I'd finished sorting out my illumination problem downstairs. Problem being, I can't see shit. Yeah, I'm working on getting mining floor 2 lit up so that you can see down there, so that stream can see down there. I've got the excavator on me now, so that's clear. We probably should pick up the one from floor 1 as well next time we're there. Yeah, I pretty much just plan to send all the plants into an incinerator. Might do that now. How hard is that? Yeah. Give me a minute. I call it an incinerator. I should call it a macerator, but it does the same thing, really.
Got 4 herbivores.
Only 4?
Well, it's what I can make at the time.
Yeah, we're about to have a lot more than that. Oh, why are you wasting mass storage on this?
Because I didn't feel like doing the other stuff. And the problem is, if I do it with macerators, it's going to produce ore, and then I've got to deal with the ore.
I've got a thing for this. Did you not notice the macerator setup? I mean,
I just want to. Then I have to pick the damn plants.
Macerator setup. It's basically between you and I. Just feed that. what I'm gonna do.
Does it smelt them first?
Nope, it destroys them.
That seems wasteful.
I'm sorry. We have literally how much fucking millions of ores around? I don't want to route like 3 or 4 goddamn blocks of ore.
Yeah, but
some
fix
of
it.
the time of the day.
But fix it. You're gonna get mad. You're gonna get us mad at being wasteful.
This isn't satisfactory.
Oh! But I thought you said you wanted to save some of them.
I was gonna grab like 2 max. Like I only wanted to keep a couple so that when I set up a an automated, med bay room, that I just have it grow and manufacture the plants. Plus, then later on for the Frozen Factory playthrough, we can manufacture green eyes for using with the lens maker. But like, all that is, ow, that's the microphone, damn it. Sorry everyone. But like, all that is so far out there that it's just like, So no, there's an macerator set up over here. It exists for this reason.
I'm just trying to pick up the freaking plants. So that way I don't have to pick them up.
Yeah, there's my 19 of these things. Alright, get started. You want to add any herbivores you've got to the row, and it'll just handle them all.
I put them over there, but I'll pick them up and move them in a minute. Here. Where's your macerators outfitting at?
It's this loop here.
Do me a favor.
So yours.
Can we where's your ores come out right here?
That's this belt on it over here.
Nope.
You know what? This isn't enough herbivores.
How far out do they go?
Yes. Problem is they just get increasingly slower. And there's a lot of plants around here to move. So I'm going to go and make more herbivores. which unfortunately requires lithium. So I'm going to go add a bunch more storage boxes to the lithium setup that's down there so that we can have more lithium back store or stock up. Because, yeah. So I take it you're going to convert the ore into...
Yeah, I'm just gonna stuff it. I'm gonna stuff it into the bar manufacturer.
Alright. I don't know what else is going to come out of it, but you know.
I think all that can come out of it is ore. I don't think it's possible to get anything else. Good. Dog parts.
Well, you know, start with one problem, move on to the next one.
It's hard to move on from that problem, though.
What, bug parts?
You know, dog farts.
Oh, I thought you said bug parts, not dog farts.
At least, well, Cinder used to do that stuff where she would walk in. She would walk in right behind my chair and basically gas me out, and then walk out.
That's a big crop dust.
Oh yeah, poor crop duster. Move my 4 over here.
Alright, let's get more hoppers. And go plug them in. I need to work out if it's possible to run 2 copies of Discord at the same time.
Copies of Discord at the same time?
Yeah, so I can be in 2 channels at once.
I don't know.
Well, you know. Everyone says you can't be in 2 places at once, and I want to prove that wrong.
Yeah.
right, because I need to put more crystal in here, don't I? I totally forgot about that. Oh, I haven't changed the ore extractors down here on lithium or copper or iron, so that is up to you to do. Mainly because I don't know where those nodes actually are.
Give me a second. I'm working on these right
But
now.
I don't mean now. I just figured I'd let you know that. Cannot build on top of sand. Yes, I agree with that sentiment. Well, guess I need to clear out a bunch of sand now.
All right.
Alright, I set up the excavators to clean up the sand.
Hey. I'm setting up our spring here to teach thieves.
Ah, yes. Yeah, tell you what, it's gonna get a goddamn surprise, you know, in a minute. Well, not a minute. When I disconnect. May I make a suggestion?
Set
Don't build a bar.
apart.
Don't build a barkeeper, because I promise you, it will run out of storage the moment I disconnect.
They made one.
Sorry?
Already made one.
Well, it's gonna run out of storage the moment I disconnect.
Okay. You want me to turn it off?
Probably a good idea.
How many bars do you have on you? Either that or you just come dump the bars back in here.
Yes. Yes, I have bars. What was your next question?
Either that or you just come dump the bars in now.
Yeah. The problem is I've also got low-grade steel bars in here. And, you know. So, yeah, it might cause some trouble.
Can we configure it so it doesn't pull stuff out of your inventory when you leave?
No. The purpose of the barkeeper is pretty much to resolve a problem in multiplayer servers when people would have bars in their inventory, like copper and all that, from clearing out the smelter, and somebody wouldn't surrender them before they disconnect. So that the rest of us could actually continue working on the Patreon server when they disconnect from the server.
It's turned off. I just was going to use it because I'm not been keeping a lot of stuff in my inventory.
That's fair enough. But yeah, no, the barkeeper on disconnect is permanently on. It exists for a reason. Let's just say that it was a feature of need, not a feature of desire. You know, that sentence really doesn't work well when I think about it. But I think what I meant was understood. Maybe? Question mark?
Yeah, well, it's more a product of need. It's not.
I think.
So, what is your last plugin down?
It's unfortunate that sand isn't used for anything. On the other hand, it's awesome that sand isn't used for anything. Because by God, it would be annoying to find. Could you imagine if we actually needed to find sand for something?
So all of our the soil and our bad bug parts will go into your Mace Raider setup,
Okay.
and then if you have any ores on you, they get dumped into these two little smelters. It's not going to be super fast, but it'll be enough to get out of our inventory, and us not to have to worry about it.
Hey, sounds good to me.
If you need to, we pick up this block, move it back in, and then you can get your.
Sorry, run that by me again?
Just move this block over, and then we can pull the bars out.
Just leave it assembled. I'll sort my inventory out in a minute.
I just like it so that way all that useless crap, it just gets it out of my inventory. Oh look, now I have holes in my inventory now. Have copper, titanium, nickel, iron, gold. Not a lot of them, but a few. And the herbivores keep picking up stuff, and you get some more out.
Well, we've got titanium and gold down here.
Yeah. Actually, I want to say there was decent sizes.
32 million gold, 27 million titanium. Doesn't seem to be a good nickel, though.
Yeah, nickel wasn't awesome.
There was a 6 mil nickel. We've definitely got chromium, though, and molybdenum. So, we're at least set for those when the time comes. Alright, this floor is ready to go. I will cap the the bottoms of the lifts so that they land at the right level. Found one lift. How many lifts are supposed to be down here?
Down there, you should have 3.
So I should have power,
So
elevator,
you should have, well, you
valve
should have
floor.
6 down there.
Yes, there should be 6. So I've got elevator. I've got okay, obviously this is Falcor. So I will drop that down one. Then power's in the center. And then I have 3 at the far side. One of which goes through molybdenum. Yeah, so
Oh, that's
looks like it's cut straight through, so it's just floor space will be fun. What are you?
No, you just go build the 4 space thing up there and just have it dig it out. And just set it to like a really small area.
Yeah.
Unless you just don't want that there.
Let me find one of these. I'm using the mortar clay sand. The problem is I've got to go to these every few minutes and change the heights that they're working with so that they'll continue clearing sand. Screw it. I'm going to come up and get work floor excavators. That'll be so much faster.
Oh, so I've been tweeting beating up the deaf for Backpack Hero.
Yeah.
And the just generally just making myself a menace on Twitter, because that's what I do. So my last tweet that I sent him was, please tell me there are plans for either a gold find character or a set of gold gear that collects money and does more damage / protection depending on the amount of gold in your backpack. To which he retweeted it.
Oh god. Alright.
Because thinking about it, like I was like that's what this needs. Because you have a bow that every time you kill something with a bow, it gives you like 2 gold. You have a piggy bank, so after every fight you get a little bit extra gold. You have a dagger that if you kill somebody with it, it gives you 2 gold. So you do have ways to generate money. But you get to a point where eventually you're just not spending it, you're just stockpiling money. And I've ended several runs with an excess of like 100 gold. So I can only imagine a sword that basically, gets, bonus damage off the amount of gold stacked.
Alright, I have set the excavator to do the clearing. Okay, that's clear now. Allied. Now all 3 are good to go. Take it you noticed the pipe bringing the lithium up?
Yeah, I may have put more lithium in it.
Oh, was it not keeping up?
No, it was completely empty. It was
Oh.
complaining about not being able to find 5 lithium to make that stuff.
Oh. Wow. That's
And it was-
unfortunate.
And it was making me sad. I
Oh.
don't like being sad. So now it's got 4 stocking horse trying to feed. So we'll see how that works out.
It's funny watching you ride the elevator up as I'm riding the elevator up.
Nice.
You just see this guy swinging his arms in the air, floating away. Let's see. Do I have the stuff to make? I need to go get more wire, and then I'm gonna make 3 more lifts.
Oh.
Then, so we can start sending the rails down to the last level.
All right, then I guess I won't make those. We only, I have 1 left on still.
You shouldn't.
You gave me 2 lifts earlier. Already made controllers.
That's what I meant, controllers.
Yeah, I have 9 controllers left up. And I have 3 lifts.
So we've got. You haven't set up 10.
Do that now.
Because that's what the second lift was for. It's for tin and copper.
I put it in.
Yeah, so... No, I'm making 3 more for nickel, titanium, gold. Technically I should make 4, that way we've got 1 for biomass, because... Do we actually have a shaft for biomass, or did we not get that far?
I don't think I have.
Okay. Sorry,
Oh, that's what's there for. You can make more.
Okay, 27 lifts. Now to make some lifts. Damn, I don't have enough hoppers to make any lifts. I'll have to get some more stuff quickly and make more stuff to make more lifts. I imagine anyone trying to follow these sentences just go, the hell are you talking about?
The movie like it.
I need to make 1 more hopper. And then I can make 3 lifts to go with the 3 lifts. And we'll have a full set of lifts. Except for biomass. We don't have a lift shaft for a lift for a lift for lift.
Maybe you could live in a lift down by the river.
What, make a boat in the shape of a lift?
Yeah.
No, it'd have to be a submarine so we can go up and down.
Makes sense. Got all these things in, so they're kind of safe. OSHA-approved fences and railings and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, the controllers are in. Uh...
What?
There's been a whole alignment error.
Uh-oh. Controls misaligned.
The one right you probably did right before the 3 new ones. I've bumped it across one. Fortunately, the hole was dug correctly. It's the top was wonky.
Ah, that makes sense.
So, yeah. Something happened. Who knows? I've been pinged? Alright. Once again, it's time for you to check your spam folder on your emails to see if you've received an email. Not right now, obviously, but they've sent out another wave of alpha keys.
Did you show up in the spam folder?
Sorry?
Did yours actually show up in your spam folder?
No, I haven't got there yet. I'm just mentioning it because, yeah, it's apparently Wave 4 is out. Oh no, they're rolling it out. Are they rolling out? Apparently they should be from marketing at firehostgames.com if we've got them. Sorry, Ron, I keep mentioning, telling Plum to check every time they mention they do a wave of keys. Because I want to play. Like, I want that game. No, I don't have anything. Damn. Well, I mean, we'll either get access to an alpha wave, or we'll, just buy it on release.
I'm sure if I really tried, I could probably reach out to.
They've officially stated that it will be co-op with up to 4 players. So that is good to know. And I would imagine, unlike a certain other game that's recently released that shouldn't be bought, aka do not spend money on Saints Row, that the multiplayer will work on release.
Well, on release, yeah. There may be problems with it in alpha, but that's what alphas and betas are for.
Oh, I didn't mean as in perfectly work. I mean it'll at least function. I mean,
yeah.
You'd be able to have a person host the game reliably, and a person be able to join the game reliably, and have the game actually load reliably, and not then immediately crash and break reliably. Yeah, so we're probably gonna have to set up another shaft as well for Oh, that's a problem now, because of course adding a new shaft now means we've got to check every floor and see where there's a space. Are you sure we didn't leave a spare hole for the biomass?
Probably what I would do is either come off the back of this thing, because I think
All right.
I think we're okay if we come off like back over here, or go up. and use the Falcor one.
Falco 1's in use. I just haven't opened it at the top and run back up yet. So you're thinking back here, then behind, sort of this way.
Yeah.
I
honestly,
think
what
we're
I
gonna run into cold cavern stuff. Let me go look.
Yeah, so either that or off to one, either of the sides or the back, whatever works best. If we need to go further back, we can. Nothing
Well, it's
says we
just
have
a
to do
matter
it
of
right
we
now.
need to make sure we miss everything that I've got built in the cold caverns, and that we're not gonna borrow through something in the mining
Yeah.
floor.
That's important.
Yeah, well, yeah. Okay. Lower caves. Yep, that direction is no go. Pretty much that's where the crystal is. We will go straight through the mass storage.
Something.
Facing our arbitrary north, I've got nothing on the left of it though. Which was the direction you were thinking of going, but yeah, so basically left we've got nothing built
Okay.
at Cold Cavern level.
We just have to be careful. Oh well, no, that is north. That's behind.
CPH is south. The direction you were pointing was north.
Yeah.
To the left of that, which is west, is clear.
Oh, okay.
And the elevator is on the west side of center. It's southward. So I will, however, go down and check mining floor. But chances are that's where we're putting it. Yeah, we've currently got nothing on that side. Okay. We've got nothing on that side within the range of the lift. So long as we line it up with an existing lift, we'll be okay. So if we made a new hole down, you know, pretty much mid-lift, or aligned with the middle lift on that side, we should be good. I'll come up and pre-mark it and get it ready that way where... be... yes. Right. So... there's something large and resiny in the location we'd need to put it. I wonder if you can figure out what it is.
All right. Well, we can go further out.
No, I'm just gonna spell this problem with charged explosive, and the spelling will be probably performed next stream. Because it is about time.
Take a break.
Well, I know you need to go deal with your phone, so I figured.
Well, I'm gonna have to deal with my phone here.
Yeah. Well, my thought was if we keep a normal schedule, you deal with your phone, then your phone gets dealt with.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Well, this is about that. So, and then we got these things kind of running so that you can start building rails down. It'll take us a minute.
Oh, that's freaky. I've discovered a problem with the concrete texture with how I implemented it. If you stand at the right angle near with the beacon light near it, it looks like it's moving.
Oh, good. All right. Well, we'll eventually get all these things deployed down to where we need them. We'll go from there. We'll get better. We'll have. You probably want to make sure you go stand on before the barkeeper before you actually log out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what happens if you log out and you have more than it can take. Does it just destroy them, or is it?
I don't know. I don't think we ever tested it that far, because generally speaking, by the time you have thousands of bars, you're not carrying them around anymore. Unless you're crazy like me. I'm going to take a moment to find some lithium bars and find some boosters so I can make some things that go boom.
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll get the stuff going in and kind of see what we can do and start building out our stuff. I just want to kind of get the herbivores clearing, because picking up a bunch of freaking bushes and doing my head in. So we'll get that cleared out, and then
one more.
Jesus, which one of these takes wood out?
Wood is not a junk block. I know many would disagree with me, but you know.
Crystals. Yeah. Somehow I got 100 crystal deposits. It's not. That's the first crystal.
Does the whole thing not pull out crystal?
Does not look like it. And nothing pulls plants out either.
Yeah, alright. So obviously we need to reinstall the custom thief mod so we can fix that. Oh well, problems for another day.
Alright. Cool. I swear there's people in my Twitch thing that I'm following them. I have never heard of. I guess they could have changed their name. That is possible.
Yeah.
I don't know. This guy, we're just rolling the dice. We'll see how it works. He's playing Backpack Hero. Do me a favor, tell him I said hi. We'll see because it says they speak English, so we'll roll the dice. You guys be safe. Talk to y'all soon.